Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Hope it is fine. I can't really drink much tonight. I'm on call, so I'm just having a half one before my tea. So this is that English IPA, which is out the Bible. So I've got it on the keg, and it really is nice. Got a bit of a head on it, right? But I keep forgetting to adjust the tap for the flow, and it comes out pretty fast. Well, not that fast, but it comes out fast enough. Then when I realise it's get the heads coming on, it's too late then. Anyway, it is a nice beer. The English IPA. I think I mentioned in one of the previous ones, I bottled me strawberry wine up, which is that one, nice and clear. Alright, so you can see my opening before there. Hello. See that, nice and clear. A few little floaters in it. I've got one bottle that's got a few more floaters in because I was at the bottom of the keg. Demijohn when I racked it. The only other bottle is I've got one bottle with a Coke on it, and it's starting to seep through the Coke. So that'll have to get drunk pretty early, I think, before it goes off. What else have I done this week? Low battery. What have I done for anything? Oh, another thing that I bottled up was that Munson's Irish Stout I did. Trying to find a clear bottle for you to see. Munson's Irish Stout I did. Put yeast on there. That was the one where I did the Irish Stout. Tin of Cooper's malt extract, 500 grams of dark malt, a bottle of cappuccino and a little bottle of chocolate. And I'll tell you, it really is nice. They've been in the air about 2 weeks, and I keep coming up having one. They're not going to make the shed because they are that nice, and I am going to do another one. So I've got the got some malt extract. I've got the dry malt extract. I'm going to do it with the Cobras kit this time. Try that one. See how that goes. But that's not in a rush for that. Because I've got a couple of minutes full of beer. What else have I been brewing? I've done a rhubarb beer. Just the old rhubarb. Normally on the rhubarb beer, I'll read the instructions. Normally use a 1.5 kg can of Cooper's malt. I use 500 grams of sugar, 200 grams of Marisotto, and 150 grams of fillet wheat. Then obviously the hop schedules with 30 grams at 30 minutes, 15 grams at 15, and 25 dry hopped in the US05. But what I did this time, instead of using the Cooper's malt extract, bought some of this. Holland & Barrett malt extract, 454 grams, excuse me, with a pound jar. I put 5 of them in instead of putting the Cooper's malt in and the dry malt. So the Cooper's and the dry were like 2 kg, and I've put 2.2 kg of this in. When the bowl it was, so you warm them up in the water, empty them all in, rinsing 5 jars out. So that was in a pain. But so I've done that, stuck that in the fermenter, and I'll show you where the rhubarb is. So it's in there. So I've racked it onto some more fuggles, and it still is bubbling away. So that's doing alright in there. The only difference in that one compared to the other ones is it's like quite lighter. See, quite light. So this must go into like a light malt extract. And it doesn't taste too bad. I did a quick taste of it when I racked it, and you can taste the rhubarb in it. But you could taste it in the other one, but it's more prominent in this one. So let's see what happens when it's finished fermenting, and see what the difference is. So these were $2.65, I think, for a jar. I'm sure it's $2.65. So you can't go wrong. The daughter went in and bought 10 jars, and I was asking, "Oh, what do you want 10 jars for?" Oh, he's making some beer. So I've seen some other people mention it, so we'll just give it a go. Can't go wrong with that. Another thing I've got brewing is I did read me Hong Kong Book of Kung Fu. I've done another pale ale. It's a Hull Hull Melon Not So Pale Ale. So it's them hops I bought from the homebrew company in Ireland, and Clive, Norfolk Hillbilly, he mentioned he bought some hops of the Hull Melon, and I got to mention that one. So I thought, oh, I'll do a pale ale, and I used 13 pound of pale malt, and I put a pound of crystal in. So that's why it's not a Hull Melon Not So Pale, because it's quite dark actually. And I used 25 grams at 60 minutes, 41 grams at 30 minutes, and 34 grams at 2 minutes. And I used an SO5 yeast. The starting gravity was 1044, which ain't too bad. It's most of my beers that I've done have been at 1044, and that's in the fermenting fridge. I put it at like 19 degrees. It's in there. You can see there's a bit of a corrosion on top of there. But I've noticed on this one, the last couple of brews I've put into the fridge, I had much activity on the airlock. So I've put a blow off tube in, and I think I've used it 3 times. 2 of them, there's been no activity, but it has fermented out. And the last one of them was the chocolate stout, and that was going off like mental. So fingers crossed it'll come out alright. So I did a taste test of it when I first put it in. It tasted quite nice. So it's a bit darker than I expected, because I put a pound of crystal in. Maybe shouldn't have, maybe put half a pound in, but never mind. What else have I got brewing with sod all? There's nothing else. Only thing I've noticed is that since I've had the Cornelius kegs, I'm drinking more out of the kegs than the bottles. So like all the beers that I've got in the shed, I'm not even touching. I'm just drinking out the keg, emptying it, then filling it with something else. So I've got this rhubarb beer and I've got the pale ale. I don't know what to put in the other keg. If I drink this one, if I drink the RPA quick enough, then I could put a rhubarb beer in and I could put the other one in. So, but I've only got 1 tap, so I need to get some more taps and some more lines and some more disconnects. Oh shit, didn't realise I needed that much, but never mind. So, like the weekend, it's that International Brew Day. Everybody's doing that brew. They're going to brew a peculiar one, or the supercharger. I'm going to try and pop in to some of the videos, or on some of the live events. Can't do a brew. I can't tie myself up doing like a 5-hour brew day. If I get called out, then I'm buggered. I might make a wine, so I'll make some, but then I'll do one. Maybe do the supercharger in another another day. See how it goes. It'll be affecting me already. I've got a few more brews planned, but also I've got all that beer in with the shed to drink. So I think that's it. I think I waffled on enough. I mean, it's quite long now, but yeah, didn't realise how much I was waffling on. I think I've achieved some more subscribers, so thanks very much. I tried subscribing to everybody that subscribes back. Much appreciated. I think I'll love you and leave you. If I remember anything, I'll add it on to the end. If not, I'll have to add it on to the next one. So I've been watching everybody's videos. Comment as much as I can. Also, it was a bit busy week last week. So we're losing Paul. So, anyway, I will love you and leave it, and I will catch you all soon. And I apologise for the bad picture quality. I'm going to shine a little lid there. Anyway, catch you soon, mate. Bye.